Mm. Damn. Damn. Mm. Hey, yo, what's up, bro?
What I was just saying what a beautiful short that was, but for a quick scalp. But of course, my wonderful family, made me miss that.
Of course. That's what they're there for. Of course. That's what they're
But,
there for.
of course.
So,
Hold on, I'm trying to set up mine real quick. Mm.
yeah, that trend line yesterday, man, of course it hits it at 1 o'clock in the morning. That's when all the good moves happen. Hey, what's up, everybody? You're on the sidelines?
I know,
Yeah,
right?
go ahead.
I was just saying, I know, right? Like, I looked at that and saw that. I was like, damn, that was a good, that was a good play move. And you had to be awake at 1:45 in the morning, 1 o'clock.
Yeah. It's like everybody's asleep. Hit him, hit him, hit him. All right.
Okay, okay. Let's look. What's the damn? What's the when does this fool speak today? Speaks
In the
today, right?
next, yeah, in the next 30 minutes. Come, eh, man.
That's not funny, but it's uh,
I was trying to be
oh,
cute.
okay, yeah, I see, yeah, not, yeah, heck no. We flat. I gotta be flat.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the margin requirements would be you need to have like $10 million in your account
You know
because
what? You right. Let me check that real quick. It's the margins on M and Q. Oh, right now it's sitting at 33.66.
Mm,
I don't know what it is though, but they have the right to raise it and drop it whenever. So usually
yeah,
for things like this, they'll probably raise it to like 15K or something stupid on on micros.
it's an uptrend.
Pump and dump and take everybody out. You know what? That's probably the move.
Yeah, probably.
What's up, Alfred? We're live again today. The funds hit. Fun.
Are you streaming or no?
I'm setting it up right now.
Okay, because I was looking, I was like, I know I'm not tripping. I guess I might as well just ask. 0.
That's the stupid camera, of course. NVIDIA broadcast got an update, so I'm trying to see how well that's gonna do.
I guess what I should do. So there's gonna be there's areas that I'm looking for on the Nasdaq here. One of those areas, I'm looking at a range between 315 and 335 for a potential rejection.
Hold on, say that again.
I'm around like 315, 335. That's where I'm looking for a potential rejection. ES, man, ES is just nasty for that shit, man. She's just fucking nasty, dude. That's nasty work, ES. I'm gonna probably start putting my the limit 6 ticks. Because dude, 3 ticks ain't enough. Boss. 3 ticks ain't enough. I had to pause. Said 3 ticks ain't enough. That's hilarious. Anyway. And then I said 3 ticks ain't enough. I'm gonna need 6. I just thought about what I said. And it's like, okay. The ES straight up missed me, yo. I have, because usually when I see the breakout, I just attach my limit to the 21, and it missed it. It straight up missed it, dude. Like, what the hell? I could have been a part of this. Damn it.
Yeah.
Ah, man. Damn it. No, I deserve to be a part of this. No.
Oh shoot. Hey, how did I fix that? Hold on. Okay, I got the stream up, but is it on my end? It looks like this mess is that damn financial juice feed is moving like stupid fast right now.
Yeah, it's kind of. Well, actually,
I just started. Oh,
yeah, it's going like super fast.
oh
This
my
shit is just running.
gosh. Yeah. All right, let me figure.
Actually, I don't even know if I even have my man. My feed comes and goes. Like I sometimes I just forget to refresh it. I wish it would just refresh by itself, so I don't have to pay attention to it. But
Oh yeah, refresh. That's right. I forgot about that button. Let me try that. No, it's still going
well,
stupid fast.
damn. I think so. So just like Santiago says, I think they're going to get the aggressive bulls because everybody's being aggressive right now, and
Trap them.
yeah, trap them short or trap them long.
They come out. Boom, boom, boom. I think I'm gonna take the trades on trade view, and it should appear on my trader page as well. Let's see. Not enough.
Of course, this thing's been loading headlines for what seems like forever.
Mm-mm. Dang, with that ES breakout though.
I know, bro. I know.
Ah,
I know. And I'm not a part of it. I'm supposed to be. That's not fair, man. It's not fair. It's not
yeah.
fair.
Yeah, the ES breakout looks better than the NQ breakout.
Dude, it
Or at
always
least
starts
you.
off that way. It always, oh crap.
Yeah.
Oh shit. 412, 412, 412. The orbs are in 412.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Um. So what do we get? 8:30, 8:35, 45. Dang, yo. Missed out on like 100 points. That's all good. Mm, mm, mm. Boom, boom, boom.
There goes the drop. Or at least there goes the selling up apparently. I'm about to say, I know my sheet didn't break. Okay. So we have over 100,000 contracts added in the first 15 minutes. You know what that means. We already know that the breakout's happening. The CFTC data is telling us that the market was planning on doing this shit the whole time. 64% long, 36% short, 42,000 contracts net long. I was going to go along for the ride. I just knew that this wasn't going to be a sustained bearish move. We probably might hit all-time highs or surpass all-time highs. I wouldn't be surprised at that. And get rid of some of these lines, these trend lines, the ones that are that would be kind of impossible for price to really react to. All right, so I got these
Yeah,
3 trend lines right now that on the ES. My bad, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was looking at 30-minute chart and they kind of invalidated that downward trend this morning at the
Mm.
1, 2 o'clock. Yeah, but mm, there's still hope for the Bears if they top out at like 370, 368. Remember, I was kind of talking about that yesterday, but as it's looking right now, it looked like it could blast through it, but I don't know.
Well, it looks like the Bears are coming in at that range that I was looking at, 315 to 335. It looks like we are getting a little bearishness in this area, but obviously the overall trend is bullish. So I wouldn't uh yeah, I wouldn't take that trade because it'll be definitely a stressful short. You might become liquidity if you take this short.
Yeah, no one likes becoming liquidity.
Says you're a liquidity.
No, no, you. Um, While someone else on the other side of your trade is just smiling, cheesing, loving it. Boom, 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 boom. I'm
All
getting
right,
an
you got 10
EMA.
minutes to the fireworks.
Oh yeah. Hopefully it'd be like a real move again. That would be cool.
Damn, I should be a part of this, man. Damn, man.
Where at?
Ugh.
Where would you have gotten in at?
At that range. I mean, this little if so when I saw the breakout of the trend line, uh, if this thing would have tagged me, I would have been in at 398 because I had my limit attached to the 21. She probably missed me by like a couple of ticks, so I'm gonna probably start doing 6 ticks because the 3 ticks ain't working. Because honestly, I was going to get super aggressive and just put my limit above the high. I probably should have done that, but knowing exactly what well, I guess it don't matter. The milk has been spilled. I shouldn't be talking about what I shoulda, woulda, coulda did. It's what happened. And unfortunately, what happened is, I didn't get it.
Let me see if I could pull up the speech.
Okay, so that looks like a good area to. That lines up too. I'm looking at 464 on the ES for a potential rejection. Potentially.
Mm-hmm.
You got in at 275 long or short, K trader? Oh, you say you got in at, okay, yeah, that's a good, yeah, that was a good entry long. And that was a great entry long.
My
Yeah.
instincts is, but I should probably wait. I gotta be patient today.
Yeah, dude, you gotta be patient, bro. Dude,
Yeah,
the move is gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen, bro. You know it's gonna happen.
yeah, gotta be patient today. But something's telling me that this might clear that candle. Do you see that? Well, I'm looking at, nobody really looks at 30 minutes, but 30 minutes on, this was what, Wednesday
Mm-hmm.
at 8:30?
On
200,
Wednesday,
yeah, 252 points in 30 minutes.
you're looking at the
Yeah,
MNQ 30 minute.
yeah,
All right, let's look at the 30 minute. All right, and you said on Wednesday.
that 430 to 450 area.
Mm.
But yeah, we got to be patient today. You have to. Let me see. How's MES looking? Fantastic.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Or I'm sorry, which time frame again? You said 4:30 to when?
No, I was talking about the 30-minute time frame, and it was on Wednesday. We see a big old drop at the open.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, 8:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the candle that he's talking about right here. This big drop candle. So we'll see. We'll see if I mean, well, they kind of already came back and double bottom retest. So that candle may be invalidated. Now they came back and cleared out that area of supply yesterday. I'm looking for 435, 455 though.
On NQ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the area I'm thinking as well. I mean, we got little small supply zones, but they probably gonna blast through that.
Mm-hmm.
Anything. Value area high. Well, we'll see. So if we got to be patient, I guess it's always, you can't go wrong setting a limit at VWAP. I mean, it's
When in doubt,
it has gone bad.
VWAP out.
It has gone bad for in the past though, but she was different then. She's a different person now. Now you can't really go wrong setting a limit at VWAP and just see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right. ES, don't hurt my feelings here. All right.
Dang, but VWAP is all the way down here, back at the range. Uh, uh, and then what if she keeps dropping after VWAP? If she keeps dropping, then you're wrong. You're wrong. But I mean, this mess is super sloped up, like the market's trying to tell me something, like they know.
Hmm.
Okay, hold on. See what they're talking about real quick. Camera's off. Thank you. What does this taste like? What's in this? Yeah, it's good.
Hmm. I know gold about to go crazy. Gold is about to go crazy. Am I all right, man. I'm gonna probably have to do 6 ticks, man, because that's getting kind of annoying. I'm gonna have to do 6 ticks on this.
Hold on, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh,
2,
you can?
3, yeah.
It
I can hear you now.
doesn't come like that. Always something.
All right, here come the fireworks. 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes into the fireworks. This
2 minute
volatility
warning.
is not going to be for the weak here. All right, one more minute. And I'm going to attach another limit just in case I get stopped out here to the 200 to back at this back at the trend line. I'm probably do 7 ticks from now on. See how that works out because I'm missing too many good moves like so we'll see. All right, 30 seconds.
Good morning.
Oh, I mean, hopefully Powell ain't going to pull a Trump and be fashionably late.
Hmm.
All right. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. 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 Oh man,
Oh
I took
my
profits too
gosh.
freaking soon. No.
Oh my gosh. What? You hopped in?
Yeah, I was in this long, baby. I couldn't move my stop fast to my target fast enough. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm
Oh
talking
my
about.
gosh. Oh my gosh. 200. Oh, did it hit VWAP? Oh my goodness. No. Don't tell me it did that.
Bro, it hit
Oh, don't
view
tell
up,
me
bro.
it did that. No, don't say that. No. I didn't put my limit at VWAP. Oh my
Why?
gosh.
Why?
Oh my goodness. No way.
Well, we got that drop at well, it's not a drop yet. But we kind of getting that rejection at that trend line.
Oh,
Whoo, boy. You can't, dude. Talk about a freaking dude, who was in that with me? I know Cave Trader got in, but he was already in. Yo, we got the
no.
perfect entry on ES. So, hey, we top notch trading ES over here, man. We up here with the big leagues trading ES, getting these perfect, beautiful
No
entries.
way.
Yo, this thing tapped the shit and then just took off. That's what I'm talking about, baby. You took it in the wrong
No.
account. God damn, Alfred. Why'd you take it in the wrong account?
No way.
Yo. Is this shit good? Oh man, I took profits too soon. God damn. Ah man, I took profits too soon.
No freaking way.
I
No
gotta
way
try
you
it, guys.
did
I gotta
that.
try. I'm gonna try this in the sim. I'm trying. But I'm
Ah,
gambling here. I'm gambling.
it's just... Yo, what is he even saying right
He's
now?
on it right now. He's on now.
Policy stance was
So
appropriate
he didn't even
to help
say
bring
nothing.
down
They just
inflation
pumped it up.
and to foster a sustainable balance between aggregate demand and supply.
Okay.
Inflation had moved much closer to our objective, and the labor market had cooled from its formerly overheated state. Upside risks to inflation had diminished, but the unemployment rate had increased by almost a full percentage point, a development that historically has not occurred outside of recessions. Over the subsequent 3 Federal Open Market Committee meetings, we recalibrated our policy stance, setting the stage for the labor market to remain in balance near maximum employment over the past year. This year, the economy has faced new challenges. Significantly higher tariffs across our trading partners are remaking the global trading system. Tighter immigration policy has led to an abrupt slowdown in labor force growth.
Wow.
Over the longer run, changes in tax, spending, and regulatory policies may also have important implications for economic growth and productivity. There is significant uncertainty about where all of these policies will eventually settle and what their lasting effects on the economy will be. Changes in trade and immigration policies are affecting both demand and supply. In this environment, distinguishing cyclical development from trend or structural developments is difficult. This distinction is critical because monetary policy can work to stabilize cyclical fluctuations, but can do little to alter structural changes.
That shit only worked because you wasn't in it.
Case in
That's not how that shit go.
The July employment report released earlier this month showed that payroll jobs slowed to an average pace of only 35,000 per month over the past 3 months.
But you weren't in it, and that's all Nasdaq cares about. Now she wants you to be emotionally caught up.
Slowdown is much larger than
She's like, yeah, he'll make a mistake.
As the earlier
Don't
figures
fall
for
for
May
it.
and June were revised down substantially. But
Go
it
chase
does
it.
not appear that the slowdown in
On
job
a-
growth has opened up a large margin of slack
On a
in the labor
banger
market,
trade.
an outcome we
My
want to avoid.
goodness.
Why didn't you
That
set the
was
limit though?
Unemployment rate, while edging up in
I don't
July,
know.
stands at a
I don't
historically
know.
low
And
level
I
of
stepped away.
4.2%. And
Yeah,
has
it's
been
probably
broadly
because
stable
I
over
stepped
the
away
past
from the
year.
computer and I
Other
didn't want
indicators
to.
of labor market conditions are also
I could have set a
changed,
stop,
have
but
softened only modestly.
Well, let me ask you
Quits,
this: why did you
layoffs,
step away
the
from the
ratio of
computer?
vacancies to unemployment,
I had to use the
wage
bathroom.
growth.
You know what's crazy?
Labor
I think.
supply has softened in line with
Do you
demand,
think you self-sabotage
sharply lowering
yourself?
the break-even rate of job creation needed to hold the unemployment
All of a
rate
sudden,
constant.
before the move happened,
Indeed,
you had
labor
to
force growth
use
has
the
slowed
bathroom or you
considerably this year with
stepped
the
away
sharp
from
fall-off
the
in immigration
computer. And
and
it
the
did it
labor
feel
force
comfortable doing it?
participation
Like, did it
rate
empower
has
you to
edged down
step
in
away
recent
from the
months.
computer? It's like it
Overall,
didn't want
while
to
the
see
labor
you win
market
or
appears
nothing.
to
Yo.
be in balance, it is a curious kind of balance that results
didn't
from a marked
actually wanted
slowing in
to
both the supply of
at least react
demand
to
for
that.
workers.
My goodness.
This unusual situation suggests that downside risks to employment are rising. And if those risks materialize, they can do so quickly in the form of sharply layoffs and rising unemployment.
I missed this completely.
At the same
I
time,
gotta
GDP growth
figure
has
something
slowed
out.
notably in the first half of this year to a pace of 1.2%, roughly half the 2.5% pace in 2024. The decline in growth has largely reflected a slowdown in consumer spending. As with the labor market, some of the slowing in GDP likely reflects slower growth of supply or potential output. Turning to inflation, higher tariffs have begun to push up prices in some categories of goods. Estimates based on the latest available data indicate that total PCE prices rose 2.6% over the 12 months ending in July. Excluding the volatile food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 2.9%, above their level of a year ago. Within core, prices of goods increased 1.1% over the past 12 months, a notable shift from the modest decline seen over the course of 2024. In contrast, housing services inflation remains on a downward trend, and non-housing services inflation is still running at a level a bit above what has been historically consistent with a 2% inflation. The effects of tariffs on consumer prices are now clearly visible. We expect those effects to accumulate over coming months with high uncertainty about both timing and amounts. The question that matters for monetary policy is whether these price increases are likely to materially raise the risk of an ongoing inflation problem. A reasonable base case is that the effects will be relatively short-lived, a one-time shift in the price level. Of course, one time does not mean all at once. It will continue to take time for tariff increases to work their way through supply chains and distribution networks. Moreover, tariff rates continue to evolve, potentially prolonging the adjustment process. It's also possible, however, that the upward pressure on prices from tariffs could spur a more lasting inflation dynamic, and that is a risk to be assessed and managed. One possibility is that workers who see their real incomes decline because of higher prices demand and get higher wages from employers, setting off adverse wage price dynamics. Given that the labor market is not particularly tight and faces increasing downside risks, that outcome does not seem likely. Another possibility is that inflation expectations could move up, dragging actual inflation with them. Inflation has been above our target for more than 4 years and remains a prominent concern for households and businesses. Measures of longer-term inflation expectations, however, as reflected in market and survey-based measures, appear to remain well anchored and consistent with our longer-run inflation objective of 2%. Of course, we cannot take the stability of inflation expectations for granted. Come what may, we will not allow a one-time increase in the price level to become an ongoing inflation problem. So, putting the pieces together, what are the implications for monetary policy? In the near term, risks to inflation are tilted to the upside and risks to employment to the downside, a challenging situation. Our goals are intention like this. Our framework calls for us to balance both sides of our dual mandate. Our policy rate is now 100 basis points closer to neutral than it was a year ago, and the stability of the unemployment rate and other labor market measures allows us to proceed carefully as we consider changes to our policy stance. Nonetheless, with policy in restrictive territory, the baseline outlook and the shifting balance of risks may warrant adjusting our policy stance. Monetary policy is not on a preset course. FOMC members will make these decisions based solely on their assessment of the data and its implications for the economic outlook and the balance of risks. We will never deviate from that approach. So, turning then to my second topic. Our monetary policy framework is built on the unchanging foundation of our mandate from Congress to foster maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. We remain fully committed to fulfilling our statutory mandate, and the revisions to our framework will support that mission across a broad range of economic conditions.
He said may require adjustment.
Our revised statement on longer-run goals and monetary policy strategy, which we refer to as our consensus statement to save time, describes how we pursue our dual mandate goals. It is designed to give the public a clear sense of how we think about monetary policy, and that understanding is important both for transparency and accountability, and for making monetary policy more effective. The changes we made in this review are a natural progression grounded in our ever-evolving understanding of our economy. We continue to build upon the initial consensus statement adopted in 2012 under Chairman Ben Bernanke's leadership. Today's revised statement is the outcome of the second public review of our framework, which we conduct at 5-year intervals. This year's review included 3 elements: Fed Listens events at reserve banks around the country, a flagship research conference, and policymaker discussions and deliberations supported by staff analysis at a series of FOMC meetings. In approaching this year's review, a key objective has been to make sure that our framework is suitable across a broad range of economic conditions. At the same time, the framework needs to evolve with changes in the structure of the economy and our understanding of those changes. The Great Depression presented different challenges from those of the Great Inflation and the Great Moderation, which in turn are different from the ones we face today. At the time of the last review, we were living in a new normal, characterized by the proximity of interest rates to the effective lower bound, or ELB, along with low growth, low inflation, and a very flat Phillips curve, meaning that inflation was not very responsive to slack in the economy. To me, a statistic that captures that era is that our policy rate was stuck at the ELB for 7 long years following the onset of the global financial crisis in late 2008. Many here will recall the sluggish growth and painfully slow recovery of that era. It appeared highly likely that if the economy experienced even a mild downturn, our policy rate would be back at the ELB very quickly, probably for another extended period. Inflation and inflation expectations could then decline in a weak economy, raising real interest rates as nominal rates were pinned near zero. Higher real rates would further weigh on job growth and reinforce the downward pressure on inflation and inflation expectations, triggering an adverse dynamic. The economic conditions that brought the policy rate to the ELB and drove the 2020 framework changes were thought to be rooted in slow-moving global factors that would persist for an extended period. And they might well have done so, if not for the pandemic. The 2020 consensus statement included several features that addressed the ELB-related risks that had become increasingly prominent over the preceding 2 decades. We emphasized the importance of anchored inflation, longer-term inflation expectations to support both our price stability and maximum employment goals. Drawing on an extensive literature on strategies to mitigate risks associated with the ELB, we adopted flexible average inflation targeting, a makeup strategy to ensure that inflation expectations would remain even with the ELB constraint. In particular, we said that following periods when inflation had been running persistently above 2%, appropriate monetary policy would likely aim to achieve inflation moderately above 2% for some time.
You're dwelling on it, though.
In the event,
that's all that Nasdaq needs is that C right there.
The post-pandemic reopening brought the highest inflation in 40 years to economies around the world.
Nasdaq,
like
Apple seed.
Keep
planting the seeds. Don't let it grow.
2021, we thought that inflation would subside fairly quickly without a sharp
that pullback's going to come.
Our policy stance, as this slide will show. When it became clear this was not the case, we responded forcefully, raising our policy rate by 5.25 percentage points over 16 months.
I hate taking
That
shorts
action,
now.
combined with the unwinding of pandemic
Dude, I wouldn't
supply
take a short, dude.
disruptions,
I wouldn't take
contributed to
one short. Not
inflation
today.
moving much closer to our
Not
target
today. The market is
without the
literally
painful
doing what we
rise in
talked about
unemployment
during
that has
Sunday's
accompanied
stream.
previous
A
efforts
big
to counter
drop
high
and a
inflation.
big pop, bro. This is probably going to like 700,
This year's
800,
review
if not
considered
new
how
all-time
economic
highs.
conditions have evolved
I
over
would
the
not
past
short
5
today.
years.
Let
During this
the aggressive
period, we saw that
bears
the inflation situation
become
can
liquidity.
change rapidly
Let them pull
in
it
the
back,
face of
buy it
large
up, and let them
shocks.
become liquidity.
In addition,
I would not
interest
short
rates
this
are
shit.
now substantially higher than was the case during the era between the global financial crisis and the pandemic. With inflation above target, our policy rate is restrictive, modestly so in my view. We cannot say for certain where rates will settle out over the longer run, but their neutral rate may now be higher than during the 2010s, reflecting changes in productivity, demographics, fiscal policy, and other factors that affect the balance between saving and investment. During the review, we discussed how the 2020 statement's focus on the ELB may have complicated communications about our response to high inflation. We concluded that the emphasis on an overly
Yeah, I'm listening
specific
to him right
set of
now. I'm
economic
trying to
conditions may have
listen
led
to the
some
words that he's
confusion,
saying in between
and as a
his
result, we
words.
made several important changes to the consensus statement to reflect that insight.
Yeah.
First, we removed language indicating that the ELB was a defining feature of the economic landscape. Instead, we noted that our monetary
gold
policy
pushed
strategy
up,
is
so
designed to promote maximum employment
I mean,
and
everything
stable
pushed up.
prices
Gold,
across
ES,
a broad range
Nasdaq,
of
they all
economic
pushed.
conditions.
So
The difficulty of operating
what
near
does
the
that
ELB
mean?
remains a potential concern, but it is not our primary focus. The revised statement reiterates that the committee is prepared to use its full range
reiterate.
of tools to achieve its maximum
Pimp
employment
named
and price
Slickback
stability
don't
goals,
do shit for the
particularly if the federal
homies.
funds rate is constrained by the ELB. Second, we returned to a framework of flexible inflation targeting and eliminated the makeup strategy. As it turned out, the idea of an intentional moderate inflation overshoot had proved irrelevant.
Pimp named
There was
Slickback
nothing
don't do
intentional
shit
or
for the
moderate
homies.
about the inflation that arrived a few months after we announced our 2020 changes to the consensus statement, as I acknowledged publicly in 2021. Well-anchored inflation expectations were critical to our success in bringing down inflation without a sharp increase in unemployment. Anchored expectations promote the return of inflation to target when adverse shocks drive inflation higher and limit the risk of deflation when the economy weakens. Further, they allow monetary policy to support maximum employment in economic downturns without compromising price stability. Our revised statement emphasizes our commitment to act forcefully to ensure that longer-term inflation expectations remain well anchored to the benefit of both sides of our dual mandate. It also notes that price stability is essential for a sound and stable economy and supports the well-being of all Americans.
You got the purple tie today?
Came through loud and
Yeah,
clear
he got the
at our
purple
Fed
tie.
Listens
Yeah,
events.
you do. Yeah.
The past 5 years have been a painful reminder of the hardship that high inflation imposes, especially on those least able to meet the higher costs of necessities. Third, our 2020 statement said that we would mitigate shortfalls rather than deviations from maximum employment. The use of shortfalls reflected the insight that our real-time assessments of the natural rate of unemployment, and hence of maximum employment, are highly uncertain. The later years of the post-global financial crisis recovery featured employment running for an extended period above mainstream estimates of its sustainable level, along with inflation running persistently below our 2% target. In the absence of inflationary pressures, it might not be necessary to tighten policy based solely on uncertain real-time estimates of the natural rate of unemployment. We still have that view, but our use of the term shortfalls was not always interpreted as intended, raising communications challenges. In particular,
we'll see.
The use of shortfalls was not
We
intended
will see,
as a
because
commitment to
at least the
permanently force
ES
preemption
is rejecting
or
off
to
of a
ignore
trend
labor market
line.
tightness. Accordingly, we removed shortfalls
So the ES,
from our
I don't know.
statement.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know what that
Instead,
means.
The revised document now states more precisely
The Nasdaq is
that the
rejecting
committee
from
recognizes
a
that
previous
employment may
area of
run
support
at
term
times
resistance.
above real-time assessments.
I mean,
of
we got the
maximum
break of
employment
structure, and it looks like she's
without
trying to
necessarily
reject
creating
from that
risks to
area.
price
So,
stability.
I don't know.
Of course, preemptive action
But like
would
I said,
likely
I
be
wouldn't short
warranted
this.
if tightness in the labor market
I
or
would
other
just
factors
wait for the
pose
pullback
risks
here.
to price stability.
Previous area of support
The
term
revised
resistance.
statement also notes that maximum employment is the highest level of employment that can be achieved on a sustained basis in a context of price stability. This focus on promoting a strong labor market underscores the principle that durably achieving maximum employment fosters broad-based economic opportunities and benefits for all Americans. The feedback we received at Fed Listens events reinforced the value of a strong labor market for American households, employers, and communities.
Look for
Fourth, consistent with the removal of shortfalls, we made changes to
around
clarify our
430
approach
around
in periods where our
450,
employment and
430. I
inflation
mean, that's like
objectives
20 points.
are
That's a
not
20-point range,
complementary.
but
In those
the previous day
circumstances, we will
orbs
follow
high
a balanced
is at
approach in promoting
430.
them. The revised statement
The high of the day is
closely
around
aligns with the original
490. So,
2012
but
language.
450 to 430,
The extent of departures
maybe.
from our goals and the potentially different
Maybe.
time horizons over which
VWAP
each is
might
projected
be
to
the
return
answer
to a
here as
level
well.
consistent with our dual mandate. These principles guide our policy decisions today, as they did in the 2022 to 24 period, when the departure from our 2% inflation target was the overriding concern. In addition to these changes, there is a great deal of
You're absolutely right about that.
The document continues to explain how we interpret the mandate Congress has given us and describes the policy framework that we believe will best promote maximum employment and price stability. We continue to believe that monetary policy must be forward-looking and consider the lags in its effects on the economy. For this reason, our policy actions depend on the economic outlook and the balance of risks to that outlook. We continue to believe that setting a numerical goal for employment is unwise
probably be where people
because
get
the
in.
maximum
They'll
level
probably
of employment
flush
is
the
not directly
435,
measurable and changes over time for reasons unrelated to monetary policy. We also continue to view a longer-run inflation rate of 2% as most consistent with our dual mandate goals. We believe that our commitment to this target is a key factor, helping keep longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Experience has shown that 2%
chart.
inflation is low enough to ensure that inflation is not a concern in household and business decision-making, while also providing a central bank with some policy flexibility to provide accommodation during economic downturns. Finally, the revised consensus statement retained our commitment to conduct a public review roughly every 5 years. There's nothing magic about the 5-year pace. That frequency allows policymakers to reassess structural features of the economy and to engage with the public, practitioners, and academics on the performance of our framework. It is also consistent with several global peers. To wrap up, I want to thank President Schmid and all of his great Kansas City staff who work so diligently to host this outstanding event annually, counting a couple of virtual appearances during the pandemic. This is the 8th time I've had the honor to speak from this podium. Each year, this symposium offers the opportunity
11,000 in profit? Yo, congratulations, bro.
From leading economic thinkers and
I was like, bro, what?
Fed was very
I mean, today you could have made that.
Here to this
you could have made that today.
More than 40 years ago. Yeah. And I am so proud to be part of that tradition. Thank you very much.
Okay, that should probably be it.
Limit at VWAP.
Thank you very much. We'll move into the presentations. So I want to allow a minute for all of the members of the press to go.
All of that. Nah, you better take some questions. Still need us to keep going.
Oh, yo, that's it?
That's it.
Let me turn that shit off. Okay. Well, okay. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
That's what the market was held up for. 23-minute Powell speech. 23 minutes. And then they cut the live stream off. Yo, that's crazy, yo.
Yeah, because don't nobody care about anybody else.
Well, it shot up from 75 to back to 91. So the market is still speculating that we will see a rate cut next meeting, depending on data.
Yeah, this fool need to take some questions from the audience.
Prop firm traders love the questions. Money managers be like, "Oh shit, no, please don't ask a stupid question." I'm already full port. I'm full port in this already. Please. Prop firms traders love it. Money managers hate it.
Love this. Oh, good.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, man.
Homies over hoes. Homies over hoes. Homies over hoes. Do the homie. Do the homie.
Oh, I accidentally logged into the wrong tab. Can't trade NQ, regular NQ.
Talk about as soon as you place a trade and it's gone. And it's gone.
Man, stop him. Turn the mic off. Asking questions.
Ask last questions. Accept my answers. Accept my answers. Well, huh. Huh. So that's why people smoke cigarettes after having a good time. Huh. Ooh, what a thrill. What a fucking thrill. What a thrill.
So wait, how much of that did you catch?
Shit,
All I
dude.
heard, I was heading back to my computer, and all I heard was you laugh. Diabolical laugh.
Yeah. I caught majority of it. I was too slow. Dude. It ran through my limit. I still had a target. Man, it ran through the target. It was still filled. So I think I got filled up at the top because it was still there. Yeah.
Volatility like pushed it up.
It pushed right past my target. Didn't fill it or nothing. And the candle was just, yeah, I was trying to move my my last runner target a little bit higher. It filled. It was just too fast. I was like, damn.
Breaking circuit breakers. Trying to break the market.
Yeah, that was fun and exhilarating. At first, I mean, I could say, dude, gambling is fun because of that. Because I thought I was prepared for a drop and a pop, but when I got filled and then it just popped, I was like, yeah, baby, yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm like, damn it. Racing back to the computer. I missed it. And then it come to find out that it tapped VWAP perfectly. And I was like, man, maybe I should place a limit at VWAP. You can't go wrong with VWAP.
Nope.
And it tapped it perfectly. And it shot up 1,000,000 points. Oh my gosh. I might just be done for the day. No trades. Cause that's crazy.
Yeah, that's probably the best decision that you can probably make today.
Well, you know I don't mean that, but
I know that. That's why I said it could be your best decision that you make today, but I already know it. The Nasdaq is a siren. Dude, as soon as you say, you know what, I missed the move, let me enjoy the rest of my day. And then the Nasdaq says, oh, he thinks he's going to enjoy the rest of his day. I've already planted the seeds. And then that seed is going to be like, hey, you missed that move. You remember that move you missed? Remember that? And then it's going to slow down time and shit. You think it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it's only 10. And it's like, shit. You got plenty of time. Come on. You got plenty of time. What about power hour?
And then yeah, before you realize it, it's like 250. Like what? Like what? We about to be done for the week. Oh my gosh! Wow, that's so
It's too
crazy.
high to buy, but too bullish to sell. I wouldn't jump in this aggressively. I would not jump in this aggressively. She will chop you. It ain't worth the heartache.
Yeah, he said I'm gonna be looking with tears of eyes later. You might be right. I'm gonna be looking after markets close. Like, damn, what could have been?
That's why you don't go to the bathroom. That's why you don't go to the bathroom. You hold that shit. Like, no, I'm staying at these charts, damn it.
He said you hold it. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, this is wild. Honestly, though, I might be. I mean, we still got time in the market. We got plenty of time, but I have to see how things play out.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said,
Yeah.
too high to buy.
Too bullish to
And
sell.
yeah, you sell this, you probably out of your mind.
Yeah. Well, it missed my limits down here. Don't know why, but I guess it didn't want to see your boy Sherm win. That's it. That's what I'm gonna equate that to. Yeah, I'm looking at the 30-minute on the ES, man. It did tap into a previous area of resistance, which coincidentally is where that trend line kind of stops at right here.
Yeah.
Just wait for the pullback because you already know that the bulls is not going to be able to sustain this move higher. I mean, so the only thing that can happen here, either they're going to grind it higher, which is possible, but what's most likely to happen is they're going to chop it to the right and then they're going to drop it. And trading that pullback is the trade that you want to be a part of, to participate in. That's the trade. All right, so the ES ain't doing nothing. The Nasdaq ain't doing nothing. Just waiting for a pullback. Like, Nasdaq, can I get a pullback? Can I get a pullback?
All right. Yeah, because this. Um, 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 oh man. Wait for the pullback, you say. It's
Wait for
still
the pullback.
going.
Yeah? That's how they generate liquidity. Everybody that missed this move is fiending right now, especially Nasdaq traders. You know that dopamine, that shit don't play. They're fiending right now. Those that didn't take the OR breakout, because that was definitely a decent OR breakout right there. And you can't sit there and say that it wasn't. The market gave you an opportunity to be profitable. Not you, but the entire market. That was a clean OR breakout right there. So in the Nasdaq's eyes, she was merciful today. She was merciful.
Oh man. Investor Z, did you catch any of that?
Yeah, what's up, Investor Z?
No, come back. Come back to VWAP for me.
Thank you, please, please. Baby, please. The NQ responds to that because that's what gives her pleasure. NQ, please. Come back, please. She likes to see you grovel.
Yes, she does.
Baby, please.
Dang, Bitcoin popped up 3K.
If we don't see a rejection here, if we don't see the rejection, you know what, man? I'm going to go in the sim because I want to test this out. If we don't see the rejection here, then this thing ain't going to reject. It's going to probably still grind up to the upside. Okay, we'll see. So look for like a re-entry around like 435, 400. 435, 400 is probably where if we see the pullback, that's probably where we'll get a bounce because at least on my chart, VWAP is slowly creeping up. And yeah, 435 probably gonna be that level. I took a trade in the sim because I was fiending for a trade. I want to feel that rush. Normally, I think this trade would work. Well, this is what you would consider a break of structure retest, where the market. Well, hold on. Let me be very clear first. I took this trade in the sim. I don't think this trade will work, but you know, I want to take a trade. Damn it! So you know, I took it in the sim. I want my drugs. I want to be very clear about that. I don't think this trade will work, but normally under normal circumstances, yeah, this trade would probably work. But anyway, now that I got that disclaimer out of the way, I mean, you got this range right here. You got price pulling up higher, failing to take it above the range, breaking it, which is a break of structure. It broke structure out of this range. It broke structure underneath this low, and it found support at a prior area range. And then it pulls right back into the range right here. And this is usually selling the retest, usually. And this should be an easy winner to the downside under normal circumstances. Okay, well, maybe under these circumstances too. Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see if it follows through here. But there is no way in hell I'm short in the market today, because I'm not going to take a stressful short in an account. Actually,
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work. I think.
like I said, I would not take this. Well, I mean, shit, I'm not even taking this trade in any of my funded or evals accounts. I hop into the sim. Normally, this trade would work. You have a drop. This is actually an S plus setup. Like, it's super S plus. This is textbook. This is a break of structure into a. This is a break of structure and a two-legged pullback into resistance. That is textbook. This is the technical analysis they show you in the books. That's textbook. Normally that would work, but I doubt it would work today under these conditions today. I doubt it. Or yeah, I doubt it.
And Trump speaking too.
And Trump ain't gonna get outdone. He's like, hold up, Powell did what to my market? Powell did what? he pushed the market high? Oh, hell no.
You take credit for that. This is the Trump pump, baby. Not the Powell pump.
This the Trump show. Like, what the fuck? Trump is like, nah, hell no. Set up a press. He said, hell no. Set up a press.
He said, I will fire Fed's cook if she doesn't resign. It always has to be about Trump. He always has to make it about himself.
Of course. Of course. Gameway says his TP still at 669. Man, Gameway, you ain't about to add to it. You ain't about to add. You ain't adding. You ain't about to get heavy. You gotta use reverse psychology on him. You ain't about to add. Add it then.
Yeah. I want to see the Muhammad level contracts, like 300.
Get heavy. Get your weight up. Dang, Gameway. Hold on. I think Gameway said this to me, so I was holding this in for the longest. Way to kill a joke, Gameway. Way to kill a joke, Gameway. Gameway said that shit to me a while back, talking about I killed the joke. Okay. Way to kill the joke, Gameway. I mean, you in a situation like this, adding up here, I mean, it will be a gamble for sure. But I mean, nobody wouldn't blame you for adding up here. Nobody. But this is a textbook short setup. So I think that's the reason why we're getting this resistance. But we're probably, I mean, if the Bears fail to follow through here, I mean, all their
why this BS stock is over 450 now.
Who?
Oh my god. Open. Apparently I had a freaking trading view for that stock that did nothing when I was in it.
Of course.
And now it's
It's at 450. It's over for dude. When did this happen? Shit. Hold on. When did this happen? Hold on. When were you in them? Yeah, that shit popped up August. Yeah, that shit popped up today.
Expiration.
Mm-hmm.
What was the 8th? That no, the 15th. 15th. It might expire last week, and then now the week after, it wants to do this.
Yep, that's how you get that's how you generate liquidity for a stock. Get everybody hyped up, get them in on options or stocks, and then let them hold the bag for a while.
Yep.
Shit, honestly, let me look at. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. Let me look at AMC. Damn. Damn. Yeah, they keeping AMC under $2. Like they ain't gonna let this shit pop back up. You know how long it took them to sell AMC when it got to the? Oh, hold on, AMC did not get to four. Hold on, when was AMC at $400? When did that happen? Yo, hold up, when did that happen? Hold on, AMC was at 400? No way.
I don't know. I don't remember seeing it that high.
What happened? Is this? No way. AMC did not get this high.
Maybe in the after hours or something. I don't know. I don't remember it getting that high.
Dude, it never
I remember
passed $100. Oh shit! Was the conspiracy theorist right? Yo, I think the conspiracy theories were right because remember, well, I don't know how deep you were in the AMC plays, but AMC was a stronghold when I used to sell options. I used to love AMC selling options. I made so much money off that. But when it started going down, I was like, ah, yeah, the premium's done. But they were saying that they saw dark pools of AMC trading at $400-$500, but on the regular price, it never really passed 72. I gotta look into this. I'm gonna look into that. Damn, gain weight is like that. It's like that, gain weight. It's like that.
Matter of fact, let me see how my crypto portfolio is doing. So I started a crypto portfolio, I think early July or maybe mid July. So it ain't much, but
The gain weight says only 2 cons left, so he got a TP at 669 and 2469. Well, why would you have so why 2469? I feel that if we break back above 24K, dude, we're going to 24.1 easily. 24.1 if we break above 24K. Why stop there?
dang, this is wild.
Well, good thing I took that short in the sim. I knew the short wasn't going to work, guys. But that was a classic short setup right there. Classic short setup that I did not want to pass up. But I'm asking my AI assistant about this. When did AMC Yo, what? So it's saying AMC stock reached over $400 per share on June 2nd, 2021? No way. No, it did not. It says, but this price reflects the adjustment for the 10-to-1 reverse stock split that occurred later. Oh, wow. At the time, the actual trading high was 62. I thought it was 72, but whatever. But when adjusted for the reverse split, the historical data shows AMC selling and closing above $600. Wow. The conspiracy theories were right. And that's why nobody wanted to do that. How would you feel about that if you was an AMC shareholder and they did everything they could to dilute the stock and then they reverse split it and then you come to find out, look at the charts that this shit was over $600 right along with GameStop. Wow. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. I can't believe they're not bankrupt yet. Nobody goes to the movies anymore, really.
Yeah, this shit's expensive, man.
Yeah. It's just a drop. I'm getting no. Yeah, I think I'm cooked today, and might have to come back. I might have to come back Tuesday because Mondays have just been terrible for me. Monday's been like all chop, and well, maybe we'll get some move after today, but yeah. 662. And
So
what else?
what you're hold on, guys.
700. All right. Here are the stats for my crypto portfolio. Started in July, so about a month. I'm up 4% unrealized in Solana, about 4.5%. And then in Ethereum, up 15%, 15.5 unrealized in that account. Two separate accounts. And then up 5% in the second account in Solana and 18% in Ethereum. Unrealized.
My bad. So Smith, what you're saying is that you're going to close down Tradeovate, TradingView, and all platforms where you can execute a trade and be done for the day?
Why do you say it like that?
You just got to say it. I mean, if you mean it, you got to say it. If you mean it.
Well, mind you, I could still, even if I close the computer, I could still take trades from the phone.
Yeah, just block it. I have a great app that blocks applications like that.
On the phone?
Yeah.
What's it called? I might need that.
It's called because I use it for YouTube after a certain time because I will death scroll for no damn reason. So I got the app. Hold on, let me see. It's called
Gameway, stop playing with me.
It's called ScreenZen.
Then?
ScreenZen.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you the settings so you don't make no mistakes. I'm gonna send you the screenshot of the settings.
Yeah. I'm up higher in Ethereum because it has bigger movement, price with appreciation. But I feel like Solana is going to be the long-term winner, maybe, if they stay the course. And those are the only two I'm in. I already missed the boat. Missed the boat on Bitcoin. There's no sense in me even buying into that.
Yeah.
But bullish thesis on Solana is like around 500. I don't think it'll. I mean, I don't know. You never know, but they talk about 500 by year end. Maybe if they go on a stupid November, December bull run like crypto usually does, but I don't know. Let me look it up in the App Store. ScreenZen.
No, I'm gonna send it to you. You don't have to do no work. I'm sending it to you right now. Smith's inner demon's like, damn. It's like, damn.
Wait a minute. You telling me you're gonna close down trading in any application that can allow you to take a trade? But when you say it like that, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I don't think we getting a pullback, man. This thing gonna just randomly pull back in the middle of the damn day. The Bulls ain't giving this up.
Like I said, I might be cooked. I haven't taken a trade, and it's about to be 10 o'clock. Maybe I can come back at like 1 o'clock to see something. But yeah, At least for right now, this is probably cooked. Let me turn. Matter of fact, I'm deleting open off my charts. I don't care what price you are anymore.
Not the revenge delete.
Yep. And it's gone. And it's gone. Yep. I appreciate you sending that. I'm downloading it right now.
Make sure that make sure you have it scheduled during the times where you don't need to be on your phone, like around bedtime. Have it to always strict, because a lot of these apps have it to where you can choose to give yourself a couple of cheat moments where it's like you get 5 minutes on the app, you can look at it for 5 minutes and then it'll lock again. I got mine to always restrict, so I don't ever get into the habit of, oh, let me just tap in the thing. And over time, every time, if it's a habit, over time it'll break the habit. As now I don't even watch YouTube on my phone. I don't even look to, because I already know it's going to get blocked. So if I'm going to sit at my desk and watch YouTube, that's the only time that I'll give myself the leeway to watch it or whatever.
Yeah.
But not on my phone. I started reading after that. I mean, since I stopped watching YouTube on my phone, I started reading on my phone. So I like that response. During yesterday's stream, I don't know if he was here, but Tradify sent me a book, ebook, and I read that whole thing yesterday because I couldn't watch YouTube. It's like, or the day before. Yeah, so I just started reading.
I blocked myself from social media and then I started reading. Absolutely. Oh man. Yeah. I'm sorry. Not only I let myself down, let the people down. Call out a great trade, but I didn't take it. So
Regret, man. That's the one thing, man. I'll take the loss, even though I don't want to take the loss. But man, regret just hurts even more, because you lost the opportunity and you doubted yourself. It's like a two-piece.
well, like I said, I didn't want to place it and not be here to monitor it.
Mm-hmm.
I had to use the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. This man had to use the bathroom when Powell was about to get to the podium and speak.
And if I set a stop, it probably, like, say it didn't pop up. Say if we got a drop first before the pop, it probably would have ran through, pushed stop lower, like how it did your target, pushing it higher. And now I had time. Like that. That's a hurtful feeling when you put a specific area, you know exactly how much you're gonna lose, and then it pushes it down even further because of volatility. Like that's happened before. That's just diabolical. So yeah, missed opportunity, but no, I wasn't in on it. I would have had the perfect entry though, game weight. It would have been at VWAP. I talked about it. Said maybe I should set my limit there, but I didn't take it. And yeah. Market proceeds to push 300 points, and I'm left behind with nothing. But there's always next week. Because I don't think I'm going to catch anything. At least not right now.
Yeah, probably not. I'm in this short in the sim. I don't think it, like I said, I don't think it's going to work. It's just that I want to take a trade. That's why I'm in the sim. I just want to trade. When you hear the yeah, baby, yeah.
Oh, it almost it came close to that stop. Or did you move that up?
Oh no, it stopped me out the original position. I just re-entered short.
Oh, okay. All sim trades are perfect.
It's gonna work as in the sim. Yeah. Nah, gain weight. You're looking at it wrong. I'm trying to provide liquidity for your target. I'm trying to help you get to your target.
Yeah, does need that liquidity to push up.
Mm-hmm. Just
You're looking at it all wrong.
That's the power of perspective. You're looking at it all wrong. I'm trying to help you out.
Oh man, if this thing gets its second win though,
Yeah.
it's just, ah,
Well, that means that you have to reset the breakout target, man. I mean, unfortunately, if you chase the original move, unfortunately, you could get a
oh, that's what I
loss.
was wanted to have. Dang, I missed the Think with Bookmap chat. I wanted to see what they what they were talking about on there.
Oh, short.
Yeah, let me see if I can go back in the chat.
Yeah, they did him dirty. Like this man had over about 30,000, 40,000 subscribers and killed his channel.
Yeah, kind of messed up. But then he started adding his charts and stuff, and I guess that kind of he put his charts on the side. I guess that kind of saved it. Yeah, that is messed up. He was getting more and more popular, and then they killed the momentum.
Yeah.
They kept banning his channel for like multiple times.
Yeah, and I thought that was like super weird because they wouldn't ban the other ones, but they specifically targeted his channel. I think the other
Right.
ones is probably wasn't it like ES Bookmap Live or something like that? I think they're actually maybe affiliated with Bookmap, I think.
Mm.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's still messed up. 650, huh? Uh, yeah, man. Mic drop. Look at this liquidity. Look at this wall right here, 650. Mm. They got
Oh,
their
so let's.
liquidity spread out every 5 points.
Mm.
A big or a decent batch of liquidity on at least on the E-mini. 650, 655, 660, 65, 70, 75. Somebody playing games out there. Game weight, is that you? He's
He's
spoofing.
always gained weight.
Trying to spoof these orders.
Yeah, I just don't know, man. I'm looking at this football. So this dude, trading in demand. He has a footprint chart only for the ES though. Not. I think there is a footprint chart for the Nasdaq and ES. I forgot what that stream was called. I think it was like called live trading or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Order flow.
Yeah, I just never got into the footprints. I don't know. Like, I don't know how these dudes looking at that and analyzing that in real time because it'd be moving so fast.
Yeah, because his name is Order Flow Stream, and I mean I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, I mean, I guess, yeah, I really don't know how to look at this. I really don't, because it's like, well, I guess I don't know. Man. I don't know. I don't know. Because I feel like it doesn't tell you anything that you don't already know. It looks cute to have it on your chart and stuff. It makes you look smart and like, oh my god, that's so cool, footprint chart. Oh my god, I bet he gets all the trader bitches, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, man, I think this is gonna be a slow grind up. I'm probably gonna try to get to 700, maybe 720. And if it's just a slow grind, maybe take it up, try to take it up near 8, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking at probably like 7. I think I was looking at a potentially 775, 755. Yeah, 755, 775 for potential rejection as we trade back into that area, because this area was like a hot spot for like a really long time, and I can potentially see price trading into this area. If not today, probably y'all probably can't see that. If not today, probably sometime next week,
Oh yeah,
because
yeah. What you talking? 730 to 770 area, yeah.
mhm.
That must piss me off so bad because when we were trying to break out of that, it just would not. And then I finally caught the breakout on it, but I didn't take advantage of it and get the piss out. I stayed in there thinking we were going higher. They made it to like 804 and then just dumped that thing.
Yeah. Oh, so you got caught up in them? You got caught up. That's where you got caught up at?
Yeah, because I was in kind of high, and then I was in high originally thinking they were going to break out. I don't know why I keep thinking that they break out. It only happened like once or twice in the past, but I keep, I guess, reliving that. Oh man, you missed it. They broke out of the highs. So I was in high, and then I kind of scaled down, and it was just hovering in that area, trying to psych me out. And then we finally got that breakout later on, like it was like midday or something. I was in that trade, felt like for hours.
Yep. That's why, dude. Waiting for that breakout. I mean, it's you got to be psychologically and emotionally prepared for that, because if you don't wait for that breakout and you get aggressive with it, you know it's pulling back. You dude, the NQ is a siren. I mean, now that the price action is paid on the chart, just look at what she did. Like, she chopped everybody out. Like, she faked out long, she faked out short, she faked out long, she faked out short, and then that breakout And if, I mean, she pulled back twice. And that's why it's like, you know, doing the back test and it's like, okay, yeah. I just got to wait for the breakout. And that confirms my bias because what she pulled back to, she broke out at like 7:30ish. She pulled back to 7:30 and then she pulled back again right afterwards. So she gave 2 opportunities to catch this move down. Obviously, the second time was better than the first, but
Yeah, that's usually how it is.
yeah.
You know?
I just want the day to be over at this point. I'm kind of over today already. I'm kind of over today.
I mean, you made your money. You're good. Caught your point.
Well, yes and no. I would have been really happy if I caught it in my copy trade account, but this is my throwaway account that I traded it in. So I made money, but it's in my throwaway account. I use that account overnight, taking trades that, you know, I just want to see what happens. It's like my gamble account, so it really doesn't matter. But I got the thrills, but it didn't add to any significant account. So
I see. Well, let's look at the orb today.
I don't think you want to look at it.
Orb.
I don't think you want to look at it.
Right. Damn.
It was clean, man. That was a clean or breakout. That was super clean. That shit pushed. I think if you had your limits, oh yeah, never mind. You would have got filled at the orb because that's where it stopped. So you can sell, like, even though we got that volatility push, it came back down, and you would have gotten filled if you had your limit literally at the orb. Hi.
Well, yeah, but I did miss out on the perfect entry. That VWAP limit. Let me make sure I don't have nothing sitting out here. Exit and cancel. All right, VWAP's sitting at like 400 something. I'm not gonna lie. Had I taken that, I would have been talking hella ish right now.
Yeah, baby. I get a move like that, I was like, hey, baby, I have to stop the stream a little early. Tell my girl, yeah, I got to celebrate. Hey, baby, you need to stop what you're doing. We got to celebrate.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'll be quiet. And when I catch that move, I'll be talking
again. Hold on, guys. Let me.
Oh shit. Yeah, I can't do nothing with this right now. I think I gotta close out. Just monitor everything from the phone. All right, Alfred. Monitor everything from the phone. Stay logged in the phone. That way, just in case anything happens, if I see a setup, I can catch it and then come back next week. Because the move happened already. Now we're just grinding, chopping around. I mean, we do have higher
Slightest
lows.
inconvenience, man. Slightest. All right, Alfred, everybody. Yeah, I got 15 more minutes in this stream. Like I said, I'm just about done for the day, man. I'm just waiting until time runs out, and then time runs out for my work day, and I can just go into the weekend, and I got something to study. I think I may have found me a winning setup. Just doing a lot of back testing. Obviously, I'll share with you guys once I'm kind of confident in it. But what I was looking to discover is, how the market kind of reacts around like certain fib levels, how it reacts around certain structure. I already got the break and retest. That trade has been proven to work, and you're going to lose, or I apologize. You're going to win in that trade more than you lose, especially if you have a 1-to-2. That trade is always going to be a winner. This right here, under normal circumstances, would have been a winner right here. This is literally the break. Ooh, crap. My bad, guys. This right here is literally the break and retest trade right here. Literally, it's textbook. And it's crazy. I think that's probably why a lot of people got caught up in it, because it was just too damn perfect. This is literally a trade that you should look for. You got to break a structure, breaking a prior low right there, two-legged pullback, and the bear should have came into this right here on the normal circumstances. Hey, dude, Mohammed, it has been a long time. What's up? I know this is probably we already know the answer to this question, but I'm pretty sure you caught that pump this morning. And I was able to catch that that move on the ES. Smith, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Muhammad said, "What's up, man?"
What's going on? I didn't catch it, so I'm a little sad about that, but it's all good.
Muhammad said, "Yes, I did." Of course, I did. Of course, I caught that move. Of course.
Even a question?
Of course, I caught it.
Oh man. I'm good, man. I'm good. Hey. Man, I will see you.
You got into the move pre-market? Yeah, yeah. I wanted to get that. So looking at the Nasdaq, we had almost a perfect entry at this trend line. It's just that I wasn't up to take advantage of it. If I saw the market tap at this trend line and push, if this happened probably earlier in the stream, like around 9 or 10 o'clock, I probably would have gotten and left a runner, because we was talking about this move all week. All week we was talking about this move. And it happened. It just made sense to happen this way. And that's what I'm going to take away from this week, is that before the price action was even on the charts, we really analyzed the market. We talked about possibilities, and the possibility that we stuck with, that's what happened this week. We stayed short, and then we was going to get a big move on Friday, and that's what's happening. And I think it's not what I think. It gives me the confidence to. I'm not going to be overconfident, obviously, because we all know that you can't be over anything. But it just gives me the confidence to trust in my analysis, trust in my thesis. And when we talk about it and it works out, and y'all guys, consider that in your market analysis, that just helps me with my goal. You said, so this is the Nasdaq right here. So this is the Nasdaq, and you said RTY. I think Alfred was talking about trading the RTY as well not too long ago. I don't know if he actually stuck with it though. All right, so you said the RTY.
All right, yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. There's nothing for me here in this. I missed the move.
Yeah, I would definitely just close out everything for today then. Because
lock myself out for the day.
Yep. Yeah, I got about 9 more minutes. All right. So this is the RTY. So what am I looking at? And he says, so that's the RTY. This is the Nasdaq.
But all right, y'all. I'll give you an update, Sharon, if I see anything or whatever. But I'm gonna go relax.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, you should do that. You should say, hey, what do you think about that? Because I'm not in an emotional state. You're going to be in an emotional state until the market closes. So I mean, you don't have to, but just to send me a text and see and ask me what I think. And obviously, I'm going to give you a non-biased answer, unless that's why you're going to avoid it, because it's like, man, what if he says no?
Oh man.
Okay.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
All right. You said you see the NQ job, but RTY didn't drop. Yeah, so you kind of use RTY as a confluence. Just because RTY didn't have this massive drop, it kind of gave you the confidence that the market was going to go long today. Yeah, that makes sense. And gold also pushed up too. Gold had a big drop though, but it pulled back into support. So yeah, gold pulled back into this area of support and then pushed up. That would have been a sign for me. You said there is a play here from the market makers. I think the biggest sign was that ES pushing up. When I saw that the ES pushed up like this and it broke back above that that falling trend line, this was the biggest clue for me. It didn't finish that rotation down at that trend line. It broke back up above that high. You said that so they said that so market makers will always drop the market before they buy, but not the RTY because they will load that thing up. So usually when we see, so what you're saying is usually when if we're going to see a big move, I kind of reference RTY. RTY took out, if there is an important, okay. That's interesting. I'll consider that too. I'm gonna consider that. But yeah, Muhammad, we was talking about you the other day. I was saying that as I was making my transition to the ES, I was saying like, man, I remember you saying that because of the size that you trade, if the market doesn't respond at your level, you immediately get out. And I was thinking to myself that, you know what? Maybe I should also adopt that mindset when it comes to trading. Like maybe just gave it like maybe if I'm not going to get out at my level, then I should have like maybe a small stop. Right now on the ES, I got a 5-point stop, but I want to reduce that down to like 3 or 2. I want to reduce that down. You say you're always say about his mindset. Yeah, it definitely is. Psychologically, man, it definitely does take a toll because it's always, man, what if it stops you out and then it goes in your direction and yada yada blah blah blah. But it's definitely a work in progress for sure. No, oh yeah, definitely. So I'm on until about 10:30. So I got 3 more minutes, and then I actually have to go because I have to get into this. I have to get into this meeting around like 10:30 and actually start doing my day job. Well, I don't work in the day. But that's exactly right, Tony. Just get into the mindset of preserving capital. Preserving capital first, following the process, and then the profits will come. If you follow the process, the profits will come. But God dang it, why is it so easy to say and not so easy to do? You too, Tony. But yeah. So Mohammed, we caught we caught this long on the ES. We caught this long on the ES. Was able to kind of get out at the apex of this move right here at the trend line. Obviously, it's still grinding higher. And shit, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if, because it looks like the market is grinding, like it's grinding on this trend line because it's too steep to push back up and hold it on this trend line unless it does something like that, which I doubt it'll do, but I think it pulls back eventually because the bulls are just aggressively buying this thing. They're not going to let it go. But it is too bullish to sell, so I guess you have to wait until the bulls exhaust themselves, wait for that pullback, and try for another long, a potential long. But then on the way down, it'll probably be stressful on the way down too. So, mm, 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 it really depends. Well, no, technically no, because Oh no, yeah, it does do that, doesn't it? Mm. Mm. Oh yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah. Hmm. Okay. But all right, guys. So right now I'm mainly focused on the ES now. Um, Mainly focused on the ES because it's consistent. We can build an account over time. We can have a couple of bad days, and it's not going to hurt our feelings too bad. Uh, I'm also focusing on gold, and I have an account specifically for the Nasdaq, but I'm not necessarily looking to take trades on the Nasdaq because of just how volatile it is, and just over time. I mean, unless I'm getting great entries, and we've grown an account with the Nasdaq. I've reduced my size a lot on the Nasdaq because of just the craziness on certain days. But I don't want to trade that way. So I mean, I just made the decision just to trade ES, focus on ES, have an account for the Nasdaq to have fun, and have a and have gold as well. Gold and ES trades very similar, so I do good on both of those. But it just requires a lot of patience on both of those instruments if I have to trade them intraday. Yeah, yeah. But it was nice talking to everybody. It was nice trading with everybody. I had to hurry up and jump into this meeting. We'll definitely come back on Sunday night, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody. Have a good weekend.